Today with Sidney Jean-Charles, he will play in his very first postseason series with the St. Louis Cardinals. It's his rookie season. He was Rookie of the Year, and now looks to see just how far he can take this St. Louis Cardinals team. We take on the Philadelphia Phillies today in a best-of-5 National League Division Series. It's interesting when you go through the grind of a regular season, because after a while, it's just, all right, here's another game, another series. None of these games are really more important than the others, especially when we had a nice lead in the division. Well, now, this is when baseball gets intense, and in my opinion, baseball postseason is just one of the best. Every pitch, every inning, any game, and the swings that will impact a series. And we're looking to see what kind of an impact Sidney has in his very first chance. And we're going to get some practice cuts in before we get underway. I will be using the PCI for this episode. I don't plan on making any more changes, as I just whiffed on that one. I want some practice though as a righty. Sidney really did not hit left-handed pitching well throughout the season. There was maybe a couple episodes where we faced so many lefties, I got used to it, and we did pretty well against some good ones. But hey, I want to thank everybody for helping make this series so fun, a great return to player-based content on the channel, and we are definitely having a great time here with Sidney Jean-Charles. It's been a great series, but now we want to see if we can have some postseason success. And this is why you practice here. Get some looks and start to get the timing down. We're only going to have a handful of at-bats to make an impact today. We're not playing 10 games, so these have to count. All right, I think we're ready.
Joe, I remember back when you first burst on the scene, you dealt with the pressure, the burden of expectation, right, of being the first overall pick. Did you feel that more in your first big league game or your first postseason game?
Well, they're very similar feelings. Your first big league game and then your first postseason game. When you get to the postseason, even if you're a 5-6 year veteran, it feels like a new season. It feels like almost a different game. And those are the feelings as a competitor, as a big league player that you look for and you want to be a part of. So congratulations, have fun, and it goes fast.
It's time, everybody. Postseason baseball is coming to the channel at last. And we're at home for the first two. So this will likely be a much shorter episode, and the most it could be is 5 games. One thing I've done, though, is I've made it so when Sidney's on base, we will see all the pitches. There won't be action pitches or anything, so maybe more chances to steal, but I gotta pay attention, do not want to get picked off. It's funny when it happens during a random game against the Pirates, but we can't afford to have those kinds of mistakes now. I had no idea they cut the arch into the field like that. Have they always done that? And I just noticed now in like the 82nd game or whatever it is here. All right. Postseason baseball is underway, and the first opportunity against Zach Wheeler has 2 in scoring position. Now we're already down 2. That puts a little extra pressure here. Phillies got on the board early. Now we have to do the same. Zach Wheeler versus Sidney Jean-Charles. Strike 1 on the outside. And obviously here I won't be skipping any of the at-bats in the games. These are going to be very detailed games. 98. A little bit behind that one. Now 2 strikes. I think contact swing. We want to at least get that 1 run home for us. Just low. Not even sure it's smart to take that pitch. Really just all fastballs to this point. 2-2. And a drive to left center field. And that ball is down at the warning track. It's going to be extra bases. And Sidney has tied this game with his first postseason hit, coming in his first postseason at-bat. Just got a bunch of fastballs in that at-bat from Wheeler. Was really surprised about that. And now we have Nolan Arenado. It's so cool seeing a packed house here. We got waving the towels and everything. I like this. Arenado, foul. I gotta pay attention to everything now. 2-2 from Wheeler. And he gets Arenado swinging. And Wheeler has now missed the first 3 against O'Neill. So it seems like he doesn't have his best stuff here in this first game. But both teams ended up scoring 2 here. We have 2 on now following the walk. And here's Randall Grichik. Definitely haven't talked about him much this season. And he's missed the first 2 against Grichik. We need to really make this a big inning. 2 is not enough with how poorly he's pitching. Missed outside with the changeup that time. He's already walked 1. He makes the count 3-1 now. And a line drive, base hit. No, Sidney, you got to get up. I wasn't sure if he'd make that catch. We get to third, thankfully. I thought he was going to catch it. But a great piece of hitting to load the bases for Paul Goldschmidt. And again, Wheeler is falling behind. We can get after their bullpen here in this first game and really take a nice first game advantage if we play our cards right. Pun intended. Strike 1. All right, he's even the count up here. Big 2-2 pitch to Goldie. Way too high, and now a full count. Will they walk Sidney home? That one is rolled over, got to that short, the bare hand to first, and we're all tied up through 1. Such a lucky break there for Zach Wheeler. We left a lot of meat on the bone in that inning. Now we're going to move ahead. We have the 3rd inning. We have a runner on first for Nick Castellanos. This one's lifted towards center. Got the room. So at least a couple of zeros here after we get, we allowed 2 in the first. And now Sidney leads off the 3rd inning. Wheeler still out there at a better 2nd inning. Oh yeah, how were his numbers against the Phillies this season? Played 8 games, hit 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Just kind of average production here for Sidney. Ooh, good slider. That's one. Well, it's hard to practice that because you have to practice on pitches in the strike zone. But I'd love to look at, 25 of those sliders in a row to just start to figure it out better. 3-1. I always think to myself, try to be ready for fastball, adjust for off speed. I got to pick up that it's off speed a lot better and that it's going to move somewhere. There we go, a fastball inside. Should have gone with the slider. Sidney's aboard again. Definitely willing to steal here if the timing is right. Arenado. Ooh, that's foul. Please get a hit with Sidney on base today, Nolan. All right, we have a 2-2 count here to Arenado. That's the 2nd time he's thrown over. Strike 3 on Nolan. I do think for us to have a nice run here in this postseason, somebody else needs to step up offensively. Trying to win games scoring under 6 runs is not the formula that I think is going to carry us through the postseason. Now Sidney decides to take off, pitches high, and he's in there with a stolen base. A double, 2 RBIs, a walk, and a stolen base already. 3-1 to Tyler O'Neill, and he will walk. They're still throwing over. I think Wheeler's not making it out of the 4th inning. Can we make it the 3rd, though? 2-0. Grichik grounds one up the middle, and Sidney will be sent home. And he will score. It's a 3-2 St. Louis lead. We tack on a couple more in the inning, and I doubt we'll see any more of Zach Wheeler. Oh, wow, he's in there still. I suppose, you know, you have a lot more difficult managerial decisions to make in the postseason. Driven deep to center field. This one's going back and caught at the warning track. What a play. Almost an extra base hit again. But I think it's fascinating the decisions you have to make, because it's no longer about the long game. It's about today and maybe tomorrow. But I mean, if you're down 3 here, you know, you're still trying to win it. Is it best to keep in a guy like Wheeler who's struggling, or start to use up that bullpen? I think keeping Wheeler in is the right call for them. It's game 1 on the road. You're down by 3. Your odds of winning at that point are probably under 35, I would say. I don't know what the percentage would be, but I'd say it's under 35%. And it might just be best to use him up until he can't go anymore. But it's a 4-run game now, as Sidney is walked intentionally in the 6th. And that means we have 2 down, Nolan Arenado at the plate. I mean, Nolan being Nolan can win us the game right in this at-bat. Put it out of reach. Shout out to all the Cardinals fans here who are really overworking the wrist muscles today. I mean, you can put down the towel for a few minutes. I think some have. As Nolan is popped up behind home plate, and he does not come through. As we move ahead, there's no action until the bottom of the 8th inning with 2 down. So we'll head on to the 9th after this with at least a 4-run lead. And Sidney, with a 1-pitch grounder, will end his day, hopefully, with a 1 for 3 with 2 walks. Phillies with just 3 hits to this point. In the 9th, it's strikeout, ground out, solo homer, and then a fly out as the Cardinals win the game. There's a playoff win. As a Twins fan, I'm not quite sure what that is even like anymore. But hey, it's great to see Sidney Jean-Charles here be a big part of his first playoff game victory, but we're all about the series here, so you're expected to win your home games. There's 1. I'd say that's a pretty good playoff debut for Sidney. We hit the ball hard, didn't strike out, had a big double in the first, got us on the right track. So it doesn't just let you jump into the next game from there. You got to go back to the clubhouse, and Sidney's the only one here for some reason. And now it's a rainy night in St. Louis, playing game 2 before we hit the road. We'd love to take care of this game and just look to finish it off in Philly. Bryce Harper had one of the few Phillies hits in game 1. Now Andrew Heaney's on the mound. And Harper into center. Sidney is right there for an easy play. Ranger Suarez is the pitcher. And hey, we took some left-handed practice at-bats, or right-handed, just in case. Runner in scoring position. And a first pitch drive that has hit a ton. Sidney Jean-Charles, a 2-run blast. A 3-0 Cardinals lead, jumping on that first pitch slider. 2 extra base hits in this postseason series, and just the start we were hoping for. Beautiful drive there from Sidney. He only hit 6 homers off lefties in the regular season. in over 120 at-bats, I believe it was. So it wasn't all that often. I think on the year he averaged a home run every 12 at-bats. But against righties, or as a righty, I think it was over 20. 3-1 as we go bottom three. Suarez still in there after giving up early runs. And now a drive to right center field. This one might have a chance. And it's gone! A multi-home run game for Sidney in the postseason. And both as a righty in one-pitch at-bats. Like the last 4 at-bats have been one pitch. I like what I'm seeing. Although that was probably not the best pitch to swing at. It just worked. What was that, a low changeup? Sidney has 3 at-bats already in this series in which he has driven in a run that wasn't himself. RBIs seem to be elusive at times, but not to start this. So far, it's been pretty routine for Sidney in center. They haven't challenged him yet. Definitely credit to the pitching so far. Sidney has 6 RBIs already. And we'll see if we see more than one pitch here against Scotty Green. Again into this Philly bullpen. Scotty misses a couple times on the outside. Now 2-0. See, getting greedy there. I know what I want, 2-0. Forced it. We're looking at a 3-1 count here. Good pitch. Full count. Ooh, late on that fastball. Really late. The score holds, though, as we go bottom 6. Cardinals at 14 hits. Where did this offense come from? This is not what we were used to during the regular season. Otherwise, we might have won like 110 games or something. 2 down. Runner goes, and that's drilled to center, but an easy play. The pitching is a big reason why we've gotten this far. And they're doing a good job. The Phillies got a couple back, but we do make it a 4-run game again. Bases loaded, and a strikeout ends the 8th. And the Cardinals have won the first 2 against Philadelphia. We take care of our home field advantage, and now look to see if we can close out the series. Couple of 2-run home runs there for Sidney Jean-Charles. What a start. We have our chance to sweep Bryce Harper and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hey, nice shades there, Sidney. We lead the series 2-0, and now on the road, looks like we're up against Zach Eflin. Philadelphia with their backs against the wall here. We've gotten first inning runs in both games so far. Runner takes off, and he is out. Apparently, I thought he was safe, but I almost always think the runner is safe. Let's see it here. Just a really perfect throw by Real Muto. So now just 2 out, nobody on. And we go deep to right field this time. With carry, this ball is gone. Sidney Jean-Charles gets the party started early once again. 3rd homer of the series. Just a nice fastball right down the middle. There it is. 92. I mean, what do they say? You got to go above the speed limit or under the speed limit. To me, like low 90s is the speed limit. That was a nice one to hit as well. We're here in the 3rd. 2 down. 0-1. And now a drive to left center field. What a series for Sidney Jean-Charles. He makes his way to second, and we will hold up there. This is wild. And we're still, you know, we're on Hall of Fame here. It's all Hall of Fame all the time. But, focused up here for the postseason. And, man, these pitchers have not really challenged us. I think this has been some of the worst pitching we've probably faced in a while. Look how many of these at-bats have lasted one pitch. Base hit center field from Arenado. And here comes Sidney. There will be no play. Sidney has been a part of so much of the scoring here in this series. It's a 2-1 lead now. Closer game. As this will force him to his left just a little bit. Philadelphia has tied the game at 2. And Eflin is getting deeper into this game, giving that bullpen a much-needed rest. Although... oh, come on. We would have had a travel day, so bullpen should be fine. 0-1. Ah. My approach here is to go contact swing until the count is evened up again. And definitely here with the PCI, you can afford to go fishing a little bit. With Sidney's ratings where they are as well. Ah, weakly hit to Eflin. Still tied. A solo homer by Randall Grichik puts the Cardinals on top in the 7th. It's late. Oh, they tied it up again. A triple and a sac fly puts us ahead in the 8th inning. Can we really sweep the Philadelphia Phillies? Let's go for contact. I know that one can still get better. I forget about discipline. Hansel Robles. And that's going to right center field. What am I going to do? Lay off that one? Slider, belt high. Just another extra base hit. Would love to get this insurance run. Arenado's turn. Wow, almost hit Sidney in the ankle, and that was a very athletic play. 2 down. O'Neal's ahead 2-0. Robles doesn't need to, like, throw a get-me-over fastball here. I think he did anyway. But first base is open, so I'm not convinced he'll get anything good. Although you don't want to face Goldschmidt. Now 3-2. And it's low. We do get to Goldschmidt. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Grichik in the 6th spot today. But he's had a pretty good series so far, so why not? Count even here on Grichik. And missing now. Sidney will leave early. Here we go. 3-2. Ground ball to shorts. And the inning is over. Phillies still need a run. Will they find it here in the 8th inning? Double, walk, double play, ground out. That is huge. And now we're in the 9th inning. Alec Boehm. Let's back up just a little bit here. Giovanni Gallegos in for the attempted save. Base hit center field. Boehm represents the tying run. Oh, wow. I couldn't watch the next at-bat. I really wanted to. Jonathan VR doubled him home, and the game is tied. They got the run off of Gallegos. Now, I'm not sure if I just stopped this manually or if it's actually coming to Sidney. All right, must have stopped it manually there. I love to just watch the ending entirely. Uh-oh. Bryce Harper, winning run at third base. Harper to the gap, and that ball is down as the Phillies will take Game 3. They got a couple of runs against one of the best closers in the league now this season. And their playoff hopes are not dashed quite yet. Sidney did that, and we lost. Winning 3 games in a row, period, is very difficult in the game of baseball. That's why the season is really just all about taking 2 or 3. Trying to get 1 game better each series. So now, situation is the same for us. We win, we move on. In Sydney, those numbers are ridiculous. A 22.52 OPS. Runner on first. Sydney has an RBI in every first inning in this series. Now we got Kyle Gibson. We love to run when Sydney's at the plate for some reason. Sometimes just stay put. Let Sydney do the work. Ball 1. He is a sinker baller, so I might keep the PCI down more as I need to lay that pitch off. Ah, it's right there. 2-2 from Gibby. And a ground ball up the middle. And that's going to be a well-turned double play. As we move ahead to the 4th inning, the Phillies have already scored 4. If we lose this game, the series is sent back to St. Louis for a winner-take-all Game 5. Runner on. Ah, get to the seats. They won't chase. Ah, man. Change up right over the middle. Not normally a pitch I just let go like that. 0-2. Good try. Momentum in the series seeming to shift. As that's a drive to left field. Going back near the track, it's extra bases. Sydney will speed into second as he drives in another run. Something he's done in all 4 games. Hey, who's going to step up here with us down 3, though? Arenado, strike 1. He is 4 for 13 in this series. Not terrible. I think he has 1 hit when Sydney's on base. But now he's in trouble. Wow, what a chase. Strike 3. That leaves the inning up to outfielder Tyler O'Neill. We have a full count on O'Neill. And he walks. Randall Grichik represents the tying run. Just saying. Got a piece, but it's fouled back, and now Gibson will try to end the inning. 1 strike from doing that. What a huge at-bat this is for Grichik. Grichik to third, and Bohm takes care of it to end the inning. Phillies get an extra base hit in the 4th, and they answer right back, lead back to 4 runs. And it doesn't seem like anybody's stepping up for us. Kyle Gibson has only allowed 3 hits, and he's pitched really well. That's a line drive again to left center field, and Sydney has been an extra base hit machine. That doesn't change here. I don't think he has a single yet in this series. What is he at, like 3 doubles, or 3 homers, 5 doubles? Now, Arenado wasn't terrible this year. He was an all-star. He hit a bunch of home runs. It was not a bad season. It's just when Sydney's on base, he's not himself. Ugly swing again. Didn't time it up. 2-2 from Gibson. Ground ball rolled through, and Sydney can come around third base, and Arenado comes through. 3-run game. We got to limit the runs, though, the rest of the way. There we go. 2 more. 3 more. We tie the game in the 7th. All right. We don't need to continue this series in St. Louis. Hansel Robles. Oh, just missed it. Wow. Got a great pitch. But hey, we have ourselves a ball game again. Sydney helped us get the first 2 runs. 2-on. Solo homer, Gene Segura. We go to the 9th. Down by 2. We have 2 on for Sydney Jean-Charles. So, how bad do we want to continue this series? I'm just going for solid contact here. We have 1 down. A hit might score 2. Trevor Rosenthal. He's the pitcher. I've had so many good first pitches, and I'm just trying to not miss one. Yeah, that's a classic start to an at-bat there. Chase 1 bad, take 1 good, and now 0-2. How can you recover? Well, we take that one. Off the plate to even the count. And out in front of the changeup. Sydney strikes out. Big strikeout for Rosenthal. Arenado lines out, and we're going back to St. Louis. The Phillies have tied up the series, and the home team has won all 4 games. Sydney has been incredible in these first 4 games, but now no one's going to care if we drop this one. We're back home, Game 5. Who is going to the National League Championship Series? The Phillies, in impressive fashion, fought hard in those 2 games. We each have scored here in the first, and we're facing Wheeler again. We're right back to where this series began. Base is empty. Fouled off. Can't chase that. 0-2. And a good slider got him jammed. Wheeler wins that one. Steven Matz is the pitcher that will hopefully help us get this win, as that one dies right in front of Sydney for a single. Now it's Alec Boehm with 2 down. And that one's going to force Sydney over a few steps. We take the lead in the 2nd inning. And Sydney has 2 on here in the 3rd. Nobody out. 3 homers, 8 RBIs here in this series. An RBI in every single game. Does he keep up that streak? That's going to left center. It sure looks like it. 1 run will score. We wave home the 2nd, and the Cardinals have a 4-1 lead. All we're doing is going to that opposite gap with a well-hit double. We're getting so many good pitches over the plate, and that's been the wheelhouse. 10 RBIs in 5 games here for Sydney Jean-Charles. And now trying to bring Sydney home. Full count on Nolan Arenado. And he takes the breaking ball, missing inside. Two 2-0 to Tyler O'Neill. Ground ball, leaping over it. Sydney will get to 3rd as they do get 1. Could not play that cleanly, so they do not get the double play. Wheeler is ahead of Randall Grichik. And got him out in front for the 2nd out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. For some reason, we just hit him low. I don't get it or like it. Goldschmidt pops it up in foul territory. 3-run games, though. Sydney comes through yet again with a double. A doubles machine here in this series. We failed to score in the 4th for the first time in this game. And now head to the 5th inning. Looks like Steven Matz is doing a pretty good job. Boehm into center field. Sydney makes a shoestring. Wait, he did not catch that, did he? But we don't allow a run. Bottom 5, it's Zach Wheeler, who hasn't been great in these 2 games. Line to center field. That one is caught. 4-1, 2-run homer. Mike Zunino, and then Gene Segura follows it up in the same inning. We are losing this game right now. Oh no. The Phillies looking for a reverse sweep. And that is going to the gap. Sidney getting there. What has happened? Some huge hits for the Phillies are giving them a chance. Now we got Schwarber. Cabrera trying to end the inning. We have a lefty-lefty situation here. And a drive to left center. That one's down and could be a run. It won't be Sidney's strong arm. It's Gold Glover Tyler O'Neill with no play. 6-4. They just scored another run. Are you kidding me? Bottom of the 7th. 2 down. This is sickening. Wheeler is still in the game, too. I can't believe we've blown this game. Well, I mean, we had 4 runs. It wasn't the biggest lead. I just can't believe this after the first 2 games. Chopped. Gonna be a really slow one. Oh, man. We're through 7, down by 3. We need something here. Nolan strikes out. We go 1-2-3 in the 8th. We have to recover from a 3-run deficit now in the 9th inning. Bryce Harper, center field. We shifted over, otherwise Sidney would be there. And that's a double. The Phillies have hit really well the last 3 games. And they don't add any more. We have a couple on base, and that is going to do it. I think Sidney was in the on-deck circle. He was the next batter up if we could just get to him. And we have been knocked out in the NLDS. We just lost 3 straight to the Phillies. We had Gallegos blow a game. We had the bullpen, I believe, blow this game. And that's how this is going to end. Sidney put together an MVP performance in this division series. But it's the Phillies who will be advancing instead. Wheeler, they stuck with him, and it worked. Who blew the game in this one? It ended up being Matt's giving up 3, and then Helsley, then Cabrera. I can't believe that's it. That's not supposed to be it. We should have won that series. 20 at-bats, 9 hits, 6 doubles, 3 homers, no singles. I mean, Sidney can't do a whole lot more without banned substances. He tried to put the team on his back, and even that wasn't enough. We simulate the postseason, and the Astros are World Series champions, defeating the Philadelphia Phillies. Well, everybody, that is where this first Major League season unfortunately comes to an end. It's a heartbreaking loss. A huge disappointment against the Phillies. Lost this game by 1 in the bottom of the 9th. We had a chance to sweep. Lost the next game by 2, and they scored their winning runs bottom of the 8th inning. And then 4-7. I don't think the offense was the problem, but I mean, We scored 6 and 7 and 1, and then when we scored under that, we lost. So we got to find a way to hit better next season, that's for sure. I do think for us to have a nice run here in this postseason, somebody else needs to step up offensively. You know, trying to win games scoring under 6 runs is not the formula that I think is going to carry us through the postseason. We were just always asking so much of the pitchers, and they got us this far. But that is going to do it, everybody, for this season and the road to the show with Sidney Jean-Charles. That is a tough way for it all to end. But if you have enjoyed the series to this point, please leave a like if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel. And we'll have a new season with Sidney getting underway shortly as we try to put this playoff loss behind us. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you all next time.